On these 9 knives are written 9 classic dishes.
This probably leans a little bit in my favour. You know, I've been around longer than the rest of them, so I've had a few classics in my time.
We're going to pull a knife. For example, this one. A Claire's. Claire's comes out, you've all got to cook a Claire's. But I've revealed that, so that's no fun. Or maybe... souffle. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Brent, how do you feel about seeing souffle come out?
I'm glad it's out.
If we had a souffle challenge, it would be a sous-fail or a sous-flop.
We need someone to pull one out, to decide what you're going to cook. Emelia, you'd have loved Claire's, wouldn't you? You're a master of choux pastry.
I would have loved Claire's, yeah.
Well, let's see what you can pull out. Come forward. Any one knife. Whatever you pull out, that's what everyone's going to have to cook.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Choose wisely.
Please be dessert. Please be dessert.
Oh, dear.
You're kidding me.
Emelia, what's the dish?
I've chosen risotto.
And what's the history of risotto in the MasterChef kitchen?
Risotto is the death dish.
We've seen some terrible risotto. Strawberry risotto that Andre cooked season 1. Because I like you, Andre. I've swallowed it.
The rice is just not cooked. It's chalky in your mouth.
That is revolting looking.
You know, hopefully it tastes better than it looks.
Maybe looks could be deceiving.
No.
No one ever nails a risotto in MasterChef.
good job.
Laura, have you ever made a risotto?
No, never.
Never, because it's
Never.
not really part of the Italian
No,
heritage.
no. All the
How
time.
many times have you made risotto?
Oh, God, like once a week. I've just thrown my pin away, so I'm kicking myself a little bit right now.
Risotto, it's very easy to make well if you use your brain. Think about what you're trying to achieve. I'm very simple when it comes to risotto. I like risotto Milanese. I like a rosemary risotto. But I like a second dimension. For example, risotto Milanese, which is saffron risotto, I like it with my ragu of ossobuco. With my rosemary, I like a ragu of chicken livers.
Marco likes his risotto to have a second dimension. I'm going to have to give him that as well to save myself from elimination.
Today you're going to get every opportunity to make the best risotto you possibly can. You're going to get 60 minutes, which is loads of time. An open pantry, use whatever you like, and the garden is also open today for you to use. So, no excuses. What we want is a delicious risotto. And let's end this MasterChef madness of the death dish today. Let's break it now. Let's move on and create 5 of the best risottos this country has ever seen. Can you do it? Yes, you can.
You have 60 minutes and your time starts now.
Michael Pierre White is such a classic traditionalist. I don't really want to go completely left of field. I see asparagus. It's a really nice, clean flavour, and I'm going to pair that with lemon and mint.
I just love a really classic risotto. So today I'm going to make a fennel risotto with prawns.
You know where the rice is?
Yeah, in front of me. The thing with risotto is it's all about the rice. I've selected a short grain arborio rice because it's going to be really nice and starchy and create that creaminess.
Today I'm going to be cooking a pumpkin and kale quinoa risotto.
I think she's doing quinoa risotto. She is.
Is she?
So,
That's risky.
very.
What is Kira thinking? Has she got a death wish? She's cooking the death dish.
This is definitely my biggest risk thus far in the competition. The judges could absolutely hate it. If the judges don't get it, or they're not open to it, or if they're too stuck in the mind of tradition and how they're used to eating it, then I could go home.
It's going to be either make or break.
Kira choosing quinoa. Bold.
What are you doing, Kira?
I'm doing quinoa risotto.
You what?
Quinoa risotto,
What rice are you using?
being me, quinoa.
Wait, just confirming, you are using quinoa.
I'm using quinoa.
It's absolutely what Kira's all about.
It's being true to yourself, but is Marco gonna love it?
Marco is a purist.
How's Cole going?
Yeah, pretty good.
All I can say is that I'm glad I'm not in this elimination challenge. For somebody today, risotto is going to be their death dish because regardless of how well everyone does, the judges are still going to pick the one that's least impressive, and that person is going home.
Kira's got quinoa, not rice.
What was that?
Kira's got quinoa, not rice.
Hello there. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I was looking for risotto rice, but all I can see is quinoa. You're cooking your style, right?
Yeah, you
so
want
you're
to
not
see
using
me.
white rice?
I'm not.
Yeah?
And it could make or break me, but
Okay.
I stand by this dish. I'm going to make a beautiful tomato salad to go with it. This is totally me, and if
But
you
when we set
don't
the
love
challenge
it, then...
up, we sort of said, you know, there's classic dishes.
Yep.
Pick a dish, you know, and Matt pulled out what eclairs and souffle, and then Emelia pulled out a risotto.
Yes.
And you're using quinoa. That's far from
Well, tradition
classic,
doesn't
isn't it?
always work for me, and I'm just hoping that you're willing to separate your mind from what you think risotto should be to what it potentially could be.
Elimination challenges, you need to play it as safe as possible. It's not a great time to take a risk, and especially for someone like Marco Pierre White.
I've really put my neck on the line by using quinoa in this challenge. I really want to change the judges' perspective of what a risotto should be. And to do that, the quinoa has to be the star. It has to be perfect.
I think Kira's would be really delicious. Yeah.
It's just whether it's risotto-y enough.
Yeah.
Contestants, you've got 45 minutes left to go. Come on, Ray.
What are you looking for when you go into a restaurant and you order risotto?
I think it's all about the rice. I want to taste the rice. I want the grains to have a little bit of give in the middle.
For me, it's about a beautiful fresh stock with beautiful flavour and go for it.
We know the complications. 1 hour.
Yeah.
The fear of the death dish. They have a habit of just overworking things. Just keep it simple.
Yeah. I like what you said, though. You want another dimension to give it texture and some interest.
It's gotta
so
have
whether
that
it's
dimension,
you know,
isn't it?
mushrooms and hazelnuts, you know, or burnt butter or sage, or something that takes that ordinary risotto up a notch.
Go, Millsy. Go, Mills. Come on.
I'm doing a prawn and fennel risotto. So I've got a combination of fish stock and vegetable stock, and I've just wanted to freshen it up, so I've got some fennel, celery and parsley stalks in there.
I'm trying to keep it together during this cook, but my mind just keeps drifting back to yesterday's failure, and it's really shaking my confidence.
Smells good.
You all right? Seem a bit phased this morning.
Yeah.
Not the Emelia I like.
I don't know why, it just affected me a lot more than it has in the past.
That's all right, that's good. It's good, it means something, that's why.
It means a lot, yeah.
Close to get top 10, it means more. Close to get the final, it means more. And the pressure just ramps up and ramps up and ramps up.
As if the pressure of elimination isn't enough, I'm cooking risotto, the death dish, for Marco Pierre White. If anyone's going to have high standards of risotto, it's him. And I'm terrified that I'm going to disappoint him 2 days in a row.
Today, I'm going to make a dill risotto with prawns. Having a whole hour to cook risotto, I know that it won't take that long to cook. It only takes 20 minutes to cook the rice, so it's a good chance to build up a really tasty stock.
Smells good, Cole.
There's a million things that can go wrong with risotto. We've seen this death dish played over and over again on MasterChef. It's almost impossible to get it perfect. My wife cooks the risotto at our place. Probably cooked it twice in my life. Both times it was awful. If I don't nail this stock today, if I don't cook the rice properly, this could be my last day in the MasterChef kitchen. Obviously, I don't want that. I want to be here till the end.
How you going, Tash?
So-so, not too bad. Come on, Tash.
Come on, Tash. Come on, Tash.
I think it all comes down, to be honest, the stocks that they're making.
That's the key.
The flavour that they're putting in.
Brent, I think you should leave some bigger slices in there, just to give it a bit of contrast.
Yep.
Hello, Brent.
Hello, Marco.
Which risotto are you making?
I'm doing a mushroom risotto with some hazelnut oil, some thyme, and some poached chicken.
And what are you poaching your chicken in?
Just some stock.
Are you going to use that stock for your risotto? That would seem to make sense, wouldn't it?
That would make sense.
I'm a home cook. Cooking risotto for my girlfriend is one thing. Cooking risotto for Marco Pierre White is another thing. I start to think that I could use the porcini flavour in the stock, I could use some flavourings of the chicken into the stock, and just try and make this dish a little more complex. But I know I need to be really careful with the amount of salt in my stocks. Later on, I'll be adding some parmesan and pancetta to my risotto, which are naturally quite salty. It's all a balancing act.
You don't need reminding, but it is an elimination. 30 minutes to go.
Let's go, come on.
Come on, guys. Time to push it.
Today I'm doing an asparagus, mint and lemon risotto. Half an hour in and I really want to get my rice started. I know that it should only take 20 minutes to cook a risotto, but you never know what's going to happen in the MasterChef kitchen.
Tash,
Yep.
already your rice is on.
Yep, it's on a really low heat. I would hate to plate up a dish that had chalky rice.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't leave myself enough time, and you just never know when you're going to run out of time in the MasterChef kitchen.
Yeah, but you don't want overcooked rice either. No.
Do you think I should start it again? Is it too early?
It's your choice.
I've started cooking my risotto way too early. Should I start again, or should I keep going with the risotto that I have? I'm completely panicked, and I really don't know what to do.